on. Forgot to fix my volume. Peace and blessings, everybody. I hope you are doing excellent. Welcome to my story time. And I wanted to read this story today. Hold on. Fix my volume. Peace and blessings. Oh, sorry about that. The story for today is called The Very Clumsy Click Beetle. And this story is written by Eric Carle. I wanted to read this story last week, but I was not feeling well. So I am happy to be feeling much better today to share this story with you. And so another thing that I love about reading books is that you always learn something. And reading this book in particular, I learned about a click beetle. And so this is the first picture at the intro. And it shows, and here it explains, click beetles, they're kind of clumsy. And so sometimes when they are on their back, like you see here on this picture, they do this thing where they draw back and pull their body back, and it helps them to propel forward, and they end up flipping and hopefully land on their feet. Hopefully they land on their feet. And when they're doing that motion, it makes a click sound. And that's why they're called the click beetle, which I thought was really cute and cool. So I learned that. I mean, they don't always land on their feet, but this is how they do get back on their feet, if they ever ended up on their back in the first place. So I just wanted to share that. And I hope you enjoy the story. One fine morning, a young click beetle decided to go for a walk. At noon, it climbed up and down a flower. In the afternoon, it rummaged through a pile of petals. In the evening, it crawled among the tall blades of grass. Excuse me. And when it turned night, the young click beetle crept up a tree. After a while, it got tired and fell to the ground. It landed on its back. The young beetle tried very hard to turn over onto its feet, but it couldn't. "Help!" it cried. All along, a wise old click beetle had been watching the young click beetle. "Tomorrow morning, I will teach you how to click and flip through the air and land on your feet," said the wise old click beetle. "In the meantime, you may as well go to sleep. Good night." Ooh, I'm not sure what's happening with my camera. The next morning, the wise old click beetle said, "Look at me. This is how it's done." First, it turned onto its back. And then with a loud click, it flipped through the air and landed on its feet. Now you try, said the wise old beetle. Thank you. That looks easy, replied the young click beetle. Just then, an earthworm stuck its head up out of the ground. Look at me, said the young click beetle, and with a loud click, it flipped through the air, but it landed on its back. How very clumsy of me, said the young click beetle. Just then, a turtle ambled by. Better look next time, said the turtle, but keep on trying. Look at me, said the young click beetle, and with a click, it flipped through the air and it landed on its back, but it landed on its back. How very clumsy of me, said the young click beetle. Just then, a snail slithered by. Don't worry, said the snail. You'll get there. Look at me, said the young click beetle. And with a click, it flipped through the air, but it landed on its back. How very clumsy of me, said the young click beetle. Just then, a mouse scurried by. You need a little more practice, said the mouse. Look at me, said the young click beetle. And with a loud click, it flipped through the air, but it landed on its back. Just then, oh, what was this? The young click beetle had never seen anything so big. It could not move. It was scared. As a bug, I definitely wouldn't want to see those either. Quick, quick, click and flip, cried the wise old click beetle who was watching. And the young click beetle clicked and flipped through the air, but this time it did 3 graceful somersaults. And landed on its feet. Look at you, shouted the wise old click beetle. You have done it. And that is the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, this story reminds me of a saying that I've heard many times growing up, that if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. I mean, if the click beetle didn't keep practicing, even though he didn't land on his feet the first couple of times, he probably wouldn't have made it when those feet came by. So I hope you enjoyed the story. It's The Very Clumsy Click Beetle by Eric Carle. And until the next time, I hope this story encourages you to read more books or to stop and listen to a good story, maybe on audiobook, maybe on YouTube, but just to read and enjoy more and more books and reading. And until the next time, please, please, I hope you have a magnificent rest of your day. Until then, enjoy the